TIFU by calling my mom a money-grubbing whore at my brother's engagement party. I hate my parents and my parents hate me. They did not want me to be there, neither did I also, because being around any people literally suffocates me. My brother wouldn't budge from trying to get me there. He's the only person that cares for me in this world, and I couldn't say no to him. My mom's a sucker for money, and she wasn't happy with the gift that the bride's side had bought for her. This is an Indian tradition where families exchange gifts with each other, and was on the verge of throwing a visible tantrum to make them realize that she needed something fancier. My brother put some sense into her, and she had to drop her plan. Music is generally loud here in such parties, and I think I overestimated its loudness while saying money-grubbing whore. These were exactly the words I used, and I could have said that inside my head, but I didn't, because you negligently make some horrible decisions in life to later regret them forever. Somebody overheard me, and somehow word got out that I called my mama Randy, which is Hindi for a whore. You don't use that word here if you come from a good family, or if you want to pretend that you come from one, and certainly not when family's around, and you definitely do not call your mom that. Some relatives tried to have a word with me, but I was taken to another room by my brother. My parents were already inside, and my mom was sobbing. This time I knew she wasn't faking it. My parents didn't say a word to me. My brother asked me to apologize. I did, but I don't know why I felt the need to clarify that I didn't use the word Randy exactly. After this, my brother asked me to leave early. This happened 4 days ago, and I haven't found the courage to call my brother, and neither has he called me. He did not deserve all this unnecessary drama on his day, and all this could have been prevented if I had been a little more responsible. I also fear for the GF getting married into our family. TL. Doctor, I called my mom a money-grubbing whore. Somebody translated that to mean a literal whore, and I was asked to leave early from his engagement party after I ruined the night for my brother and his would-be wife. Geez. Esh. Except your brother, good for him. Wait. Wrong sub. To outwardly show a person that their gift wasn't good enough, expensive enough, is one of the most disgusting things someone can do. Op not have been right in speaking is so loudly, but I can't say that it's not justified. The apologies should be for the brother for sure. And yes, put yourself at the center of blame. But explain why, so they don't feel you were randomly calling her a whore. Which seems maybe the way it was taken. You should apologize to your brother and sister-in-law ASAP for the embarrassment that was caused by your statement, regardless of the fact that you didn't mean to say it the way it was perceived. I know you're embarrassed about this, as you should be for the lack of better judgment, but you really should make it a point to apologize to both your brother and your soon-to-be sil as soon as possible. Send them a text or give them a call and tell them that you have something you want to say to them, but that you feel that it should be in person. Ask them if they would like to stop by your house, if you could stop by theirs, or if they would like to meet you someplace public. Tell them that you're sorry for saying what you said at the party, that you realize it doesn't matter whether or not you thought people wouldn't hear you, because it never should have left your mouth when others could, and especially not at their party, where you should have put aside your feelings towards your parents for their sake. That you're sorry that they had to deal with the drama caused by your lack of judgment in that moment, and that you hope you and them can continue having a relationship with each other despite this, and that you hope you can show them that they can trust you to have better judgment in the future should they be questioning whether or not they should invite you to the wedding, but that you understand, even if you're hurt by it, if they would still choose not to, because ultimately you did mess up by causing drama for them to deal with. Suck it up and call your brother. Apologize to him. It was bad behavior at his engagement party. You were bad guest, not malicious, but bad. Plus it will be good for your relationship with your sister-in-law. Don't bother apologizing to your mom. She will just lord it over you anyway. My mom isn't a money-grubbing whore, but she is a narcissist and everything ends up being about her. My mom spent my wedding crying to my dad and ignoring me about something I did. It's been like 12 years and I have no idea what that thing is. Because it doesn't matter what it was. She would have found something to make a big deal of. My best guess is that she wasn't invited to the sorta bachelorette party. Which was not something I planned and she would have absolutely hated anyway. The family wedding pictures are hilarious because she's stone-faced glaring in all of them. Point is, yeah, it was bad you said it and someone heard it, but your mom was bent on making a scene that day anyway. If it wasn't you, it would have been something else. Call your brother. She was seriously complaining the gift wasn't good enough? If I were your brother's fiancé, I'd run rather than marry into that. Call your brother. Before it's too late. The longer you go, the harder it will be. The next thing you know, you haven't talked to him for years. And you'll regret it, every day. Next time, use your inside voice. You should apologize to your brother. It doesn't matter if you hate your parents or if they are cheap or whatever. What matters to you is your behavior, and instead of making their engagement party about them, you made it about you and your parents' beef. Obviously, you can think what you want about them, but why say it out loud? That only makes me think you wanted them to hear. Also, even if they are cheap, so what? It isn't their responsibility to get such an expensive gift. You also don't mention if they're paying for any part of the wedding. I don't get it. You and your parents hate each other. So this seems like it would be in line with that whole shebang. There's also the fact that your mom does in fact sound like a money grubber if she's going to throw a temper tantrum over not getting a fancy enough gift. Well, is she a money-grubbing whore? If the shoe fits? Just saying. Yeah, there's some cultural traditions that are really cool, make sense and can teach you about your own culture. But some, like giving and receiving money between families based on who you marry. Holy crap, you can barely get a group of strangers to agree on where to eat out to dinner. But this concept of putting huge sums of money into a new and fragile marriage with lots of high expectations seems to be a literal pressure cooker of stress. Even the thought of it terrifies me. I don't understand, you called her a whore or didn't? You're all assholes, why would you write this?
If you enjoyed this video, please check out our playlists full of similar content. Epicaricast is like doom scrolling for your ears. Please like, share, and subscribe.